Hi there, it's Chris here with selfmadenewbie.com, and in this video we're going to go through the best Android smartwatches currently out there today. Now I've kept this list as comprehensive as possible, narrowing it down to my absolute favorite 5, so no matter what you're looking for, there'll definitely be something on this list for you. So before we jump in, drop a like and subscribe and hit the bell to be updated with new videos. Alright, as usual, I'm going to skip the fluff and just jump into my recommendations. If you want to confirm what they are, go in the description there and check out that list to ensure you get the best price. Alright, so the first one on my list is going to go to my personal favorite, and this is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5. So this is not just a watch, it's a command center for your wrist. This is the Swiss Army knife of the Android smartwatch world, and it's like strapping a miniature supercomputer to your arm, basically. A bit like if Einstein and Usain Bolt had a love child, and that love child was a watch. Key features: operating system and compatibility, runs on the sleek Wear OS and best buddies with Android devices, sorry iPhone users. Display: a 1.4-inch 450 by 450 Super AMOLED screen, like having a miniature IMAX theater just a glance away, crystal clear, and can battle the brightness of 1,000 suns. Processor and storage: powered by a dual-core 1.18 GHz Cortex A55, it's snappier than a crocodile in a hurry, paired with a spacious 16 GB of onboard storage. Battery and charging: a solid day of battery life and charges wirelessly with QI technology. It's like magic, but cooler. Durability: it's both durable and lighter than a feather on a diet with an IP68 rating, making it more waterproof than a duck in a raincoat. Connectivity: comes with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS, so practically the digital version of a social butterfly. So who's it for? Well, if you're glued to the Android ecosystem and want a fitness companion that's more attentive than a helicopter parent, this is the watch for you. It's got fitness features that could make a personal trainer sweat, and the ability to monitor your body composition like it's preparing you for a PhD in uology. However, be prepared, it's got a 1-day battery life, so it'll need a nightly snooze just like you. And if you're not waving a Samsung smartphone, you might feel like you've brought a knife to a gunfight in terms of getting the most out of this device. The next one on the list is my recommendation for the best budget option. This is the TicWatch E3. So this smartwatch is like the Robin Hood of the tech world. It steals the premium features from high-end smartwatches and gives them to the people without burning a hole in your pocket. So if smartwatches were pizzas, this would be the all-you-can-eat buffet, premium toppings included. The key features: operating system and compatibility. Running on Wear OS, this watch is an Android aficionado, but fear not, Apple enthusiasts, it's not completely allergic to iOS. The display: with a 1.3-inch 360 by 360 OLED display, it's like having a mini cinema on your wrist, big enough for a decent movie or two. Processor and storage: powered by the Snapdragon Wear 4100. It's as quick as a cat on a hot tin roof, and with 8 GB of storage, it's ready to hoard your digital treasures. Battery and charging: a 2-day battery life that puts some of its more expensive cousins to shame, all while sipping power like a fine wine and charging wirelessly. The durability and connectivity: it's tougher than a $2 steak with an IP68 rating, and with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS, it's more connected than a conspiracy theorist on the internet. Also, health and well-being: this watch is like your own personal life coach, monitoring everything from your stress levels and ambient sound to your sleep and exercise, just like having a tiny therapist on your wrist. So who's it for? If you're looking for a watch that punches way above its weight class, offering a buffet of features at a fast food price, the TicWatch E3 might just be your ticket. Reliable, affordable, and cares about your well-being more than your grandma does. However, it's not all rainbows and butterflies. The design is more understated chic than red carpet ready, and the casing might feel like it's on a budget, but hey, it's what's on the inside that counts, in my opinion. The next one is my recommendation for the best Wear OS showcase, and this is the Google Pixel Watch. So Google's debutante ball into the smartwatch soiree, and let me tell you, it's like they've brought a tuxedo to a pajama party. This little gem is dressed to impress, showing off its sleek and smooth face like it's walking down a digital red carpet. The key features: the operating system and compatibility, running on the stellar Wear OS. It's an Android's best friend, but not the kind to ignore other phone clicks. Display: sporting a petite yet posh 1.2-inch AMOLED display. It's like a pocket-sized Picasso for your wrist. Processor and storage: with the Exynos 9110, keeping things moving smoother than a buttered up James Bond, and a whopping 32 GB of storage, so like a tiny treasure chest. Battery and charging: a day's worth of battery life, charging up with its own snazzy proprietary wireless method, because who doesn't love a bit of exclusivity? Durability and connectivity: so brave enough to go up to 5 ATM in water and packed with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS. And Fitbit integration: This is where it shines, turning into a fitness fanatic's dream with access to the entire Fitbit ecosystem. Practically like having a personal trainer, nutritionist, and cheerleader sitting on your wrist. So if you're all about that elegant life and want a watch that's practically a piece of jewelry and you're ready to dive headfirst into the Fitbit universe, then this could be your match. But, and it's a small but, significant but, it's a bit of a one-size-fits-all solution here, and the battery life is more of a power nap than a full 8 hours of beauty sleep. But in the grand scheme of things, if you're after a watch that's more GQ than G.I. Joe, and you're ready to embrace the Fitbit life with open wrists, the Google Pixel Watch is practically calling your name. The next one on the list is my recommendation for the best sports watch, and this is the Garmin Fenix 7. So this is a watch so rugged and ready for adventure, it makes Indiana Jones look like he's out for a Sunday stroll. This is Garmin's top tier ticket to being the ultimate outdoor companion, whether you're scaling mountains, diving deep in the ocean, or just taking the dog for a particularly intense walk. Some of the key features: the OS and compatibility. It runs on Garmin OS, playing nicely with both Android and iOS because it's not about playing favorites. The display, a 1.3-inch 260 by 260 memory and pixel display, so like having a mini survival guide in your wrist. The processor and storage with a dual frequency GNSS processor. It's more in tune with satellites than most conspiracy theorists, and 16 gig of storage to hoard all your adventure data. The battery and charging, up to 18 days of battery life, because why would you want to charge your watch when there's adventure to be had? And when you do need to juice it up, it's good old USB to the rescue. The durability and connectivity as well, it's as tough as a $2 steak with a 10 ATM rating. And with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS, it's more connected than Kevin Bacon in 6 Degrees. Advanced workout and navigation. The watch is like a personal trainer, navigator, and adventure buddy all in one, ready to track your workouts, guide your hikes, basically make Bear Grylls look like a couch potato. So, in a nutshell, this is the smartwatch equivalent of a superhero cape. If you're someone who looks at a mountain and thinks, I want to climb that, or hears the call of the wild louder than your morning alarm, then this is really screaming your name. However, the display is a bit like a tough steak, low on contrast, and could use a bit of sharpening. And don't expect to make hands-free calls. It is a watch, not a phone booth. But in summary, if you want a watch that can out-adventure you, is tougher than a $2 steak, and doesn't mind taking a back seat on the style runway, then this is for you. The next one on the list is my recommendation for the best outdoor option. This is the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. So this watch is like the Arnold Schwarzenegger of smartwatches, really. Just big, bold, and brash, and with a dash of Hollywood glam. Some of the key features: OS and compatibility, rocking Wear OS. It's an Android's best friend, but let's not kid ourselves. It's not here to make friends. It's actually here to conquer. Display, a 1.5-inch 450 by 450 Super AMOLED screen that's smoother than a buttered up action hero sliding down a skyscraper. Processor and storage with a dual-core 1.18 GHz Cortex-A55 processor. It's got more muscle than a bodybuilder in a flex-off, and 16 gig of storage to back it up. The battery and charging, a solid 2-day battery life because even smartwatches need a power nap, and key wireless charging as well for a bit of that futuristic zing. Durability and connectivity with an IP68 rating that makes it tougher than a $2 steak as well, and with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and GPS, it's more connected than a Hollywood insider. Also advanced GPS and health features. This is where it flexes its muscles, and advanced GPS for the explorers, and all their health features to make sure you're not just surviving, but thriving. Now, if you're someone who looks at a mountain and sees a challenge, not a postcard, and you want a watch that can keep up with your go hard or go home attitude, then the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 is practically waving at you from the top of the summit. But let's not gloss over the cons. The battery life, while impressive for a Wear OS device, is more of a power nap than a full night's rest, and it's chunky like a bodybuilder in a tuxedo. It is making a statement, but it might not fit through the door. But in the grand scheme of things, if you're after a watch that's as tough as nails and smart as a whip and as glamorous as a Hollywood premiere, then this is ready for a close-up with you. Alright, so hopefully there's something on that list for you. I've tried to include some variety there. If you do have any questions, drop them down below, and if you found value in this video, drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.